Just have a look at these old bricks here. I just fall in love with the shape of these bricks, and I thought maybe we can do something creative about the shapes. So this video here will be about how we are creating vases of the shapes of these old bricks. Yes. And before we start, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about the bricks. I have found it around the beaches around Skagen here, and they are shaped by the ocean and by the water, the wind and the sand flowing around. And after many years, they are shaped so the corners are rounded, and they got these really nice formations that I think we can use as a creative spark to our vases here. Today we are going to make magic. We are transforming this brick into a very nice, unique shaped vase. And we will do that in 3 easy steps. The first step, we are going to make a plaster mold so we can get the shape of the stone here. Second, we are going to fill this plaster mold with fluently clay. And third, we are going to trim the vase and fire it in the kiln. Welcome to the first step in my kitchen. It feels a little bit like Master Chief. I just don't think you want to eat the ingredients here. Right here I'm preparing for making these plaster molds. The plaster molds can be used again and again, and that's what I like about doing this process. It takes a long time to do it, but when you have done it once, then you can use this plaster mold over and over again. Well, it took me a few days to make these plaster molds because I needed to learn how to do it, and then when I got it, then I could produce some, but every half plaster mold had to dry for about 45 minutes up to 1 hour before I could move on. So it was a long process, but now I have done it. The plaster molds were drying up for 14 days before they were ready for the next step. Yes, so here it is. It turned out like this. 2 pieces that I collect as one and put some rubber bands around it to keep it together. So now it's ready to be filled up with fluently clay. And I've made 4 of these plaster molds. And I have bought some fluently clay that was already stirred up, so it's a little bit easier to go to. I'm just preparing it because when it's standing, it's like it's much thicker in the bottom, and the clay has to have an even consistency. After a little while, it is ready to fill into the plaster molds like I'm doing here, leaving it to dry for around 1 hour for some of them and nearly 2 hours for other of them. And here you can see how it's getting more and more hollow down in the hole. And when ready, I am turning it around and emptying the fluently clay out again. So there's only the shell left inside. Leaving it to dry again, and when ready, then I'm taking off the rubber bands and departing the 2 halves to see if I can get the item out in one piece. That can sometimes be a little bit tricky. If it's not dry enough, then I will get it out in 2 pieces, and that's not the meaning of this. And I think it's always such a pleasant feeling when you really get it out in one piece, like you can see here. So carefully I'm trying to remove it from this mold here without breaking it. Just like this. Then I'm cutting off the excessive clay in the top. That is from my pouring sprout. And also after this I'm trying to even out the sides where there still are a line where the two molds meets. It gives a little line, and that I'm even out. Here you can see I'm removing another one, the middle size. And the same here, I'm also cutting the excessive clay of this one, and then when I have done that and I have given them my signature, they are ready. Then they are drying up and getting in the kiln so they can be disc fired. After disc firing them, now you can see here that it's still before disc firing. You can see the shapes of the mold, of the vases, and I really like the shapes. Now they have been disc fired and I'm starting to glaze them inside. It will be a transparent glaze inside, just so they are really ready to keep a lot of water and flowers. By glazing them and frying them at 1240 degrees, they will be able to keep water inside for a long time without you can see anything. So that will be really nice. Glazing all the items with this transparent glaze on the inside. Cleaning up on the outside, and now they are ready to be glazed on the outside. And for all of them I have chosen semi or half transparent colors so that you can get to see some of the structure through the glazes, I hope. And for the biggest, tallest one here, I have chosen what we call a opal white transparent glaze. So it will be really light. And I'm giving them two times at the upper part of the vase and only one time on the lower part of the vase. And that's because I like to see the difference between if we glaze it one or two times. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet, because that means a lot to me, so I can create a lot of other videos like this if you like this creative content here. And back to the process here, you can see I have started to glaze the smallest of the vases. And this color is called morganite and has a little bit of pink in it. And I'm really excited to see how this will turn out. And I'm giving it 2 layers of this morganite. The middle size of these items here, I am giving a transparent, semi-transparent green color that are kind of light green. Also this one I'm really looking forward to see when it's done, how it will turn out. Now you can start to get ready for the final result, and I would like to show you both how they look like with and without flowers in. Finally, we made it to the end, and you can see the result here. I think it's quite exciting, all this, to make something out of the shape of bricks. And these ones here, I'm going to keep them raw. I don't want to glaze them outside, only inside, so they can be used like normal vases. But outside, we should keep the raw look very simple look, and then we can build the picture up with flowers so it can really stand out with the flowers. And I think it's great, simple form, and then flowers that can really show their colors. Also, I have tried this one here with the clay color, and it didn't work out. I think there was too much tension in the way I did it, so it have made a crack here. And you can hear how I thought I could break it, but I can't. Strong, even that it's broken. Well, I'm going to experiment with the clay colors because I think I can make a raw form, but with some slight colors in it with the clay colors. So that is what I'm going to play with in some of my next videos. But next time you can see this one here with flowers in. I think they will be so beautiful. And also I'm going to a specialist for making a decoration with flowers to try to see what they can create together with these vases here, because I think it can something special. And also I like that they have a shape, so you don't really need to have anything in it. They are beautiful just standing there, also without the flowers. So people can use them both as vases with or without flowers. Yes, I hope to see you again. Next time we will make more vases.